Hey everybody, what's up? It's Rob here. Great news, we bought a place in Florida. Let me show you the numbers. Let me show you what we bought. Let's get into it. For everyone who's been following along with this journey, it's been a process. You can definitely check out part one when we just had the idea, and now we have the reality. We're actually going there on Friday to spend a long weekend there, which will be very nice. And we're taking some friends. It's a huge place. We've got a 3-bedroom with a loft, 1,700 square feet with a 3-car garage. The place is just massive. So it's on a island called Island Way, which is right before Clearwater Beach. And it's a very exclusive kind of place. I would say that a lot of $1 million houses. They're building a lot of really nice houses on the island. And it's not overly commercialized, but there is some conveniences there, like a supermarket's right next door. And this place has the biggest pool and a hot tub on this island. And it's walking distance to the beach if you're up for a little bit of a walk. It's about a mile. But, I mean, that's very doable. It's definitely very bikeable. It's got sidewalks and everything like that. So it's not really that big of a deal to get to the beach. And it holds a lot of people, which is what we kind of prioritized over getting maybe something waterfront. There are water views from 2 of the balconies, and so that's kind of cool. So let's get into the numbers a little bit on what it was up for, what we paid for it, how much it costs a month, and what we think we can rent it for. So we got 320 Island Way. It was up for $365,000. We offered $345,000, and they came back and offered us $350,000. So we accepted $350,000 because we thought that was a decent price based on the property and the comps in the area. Okay, so next we did inspections and we found a couple issues. The fridge was hitting the wall. Some of the flooring wasn't as nice as I wanted it to be. So then we said, hey, we could get up to 2% back, which was $7,000. And I said, well, let's ask for $6,100. My realtor, Chris, did a great job. Got us $6,100 off. Then we got to appraisal, and the appraiser said, hey, it's only worth $344,000. Don't ask me why, because I think that was way off. I think properties in that area like that size should have appraised fine. But anyway, it did. It happened. And we basically said, hey, appraise low, lower the price. So that lowered us another $6,000. So that put our final purchase price basically at $338,000. Okay, so you can see we were in for $338,000, which is, I thought, a great deal based on what we were getting. So we got a loan for the property at 3.25% interest, requiring 25% down. To get the 25% down, we took a HELOC against our house, which stands for a home equity line of credit, for $100,000. So we financed the entire purchase of the property. The mortgage itself plus the HOA ended up being around $2,100. The HELOC right now is about $250. I'm estimating internet and electric, which are our basic utilities with sewer, is going to be somewhere around $300 a month. Okay, so that brings the grand total to $2,650 per month, which we can afford on our own if we have to, but the idea is to have someone else pay for it with rental. So we got to rent it out. We're going to Airbnb and VRBO the property, and it's up right now actually for rent. So you can rent it. I have it up for $4,000 a month. I think once we get a little more rental history, we will get more. The neighbor I have has his very fixed up, very nice and fancy and everything like that, and I think he's getting somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 a month. So there's a huge amount of income potential for this property, which is awesome. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep everybody informed and talk about how the process goes with Airbnb. I haven't done it before, so I'm learning as I go, and I've got a lot to learn clearly. We do have it rented for the first month at $4,000 for the month, so that's great news. And if you want to rent it, let me know. My contact information is in the description down below. Thanks.